How many are there?
7.
There's 7 bunches, huh?
And one only has a flower.
There's a flower?
Yeah, that light green thing.
This one right here?
Yeah, that one. It's so small. It didn't even bloom yet.
It hasn't bloomed yet. So what are we going to do next now?
Now we're gonna bring it inside.
Bring it inside and clean it up?
Yep.
Okay. And sell it to mommy?
Yeah.
So very quickly after we started growing indoors, we realized that it was going to be very difficult to grow more food in the small space that we had inside. First of all, you need to add more light for every single station. And second of all, the difficulty of growing indoors was that it was just a very manual process. So in order to grow bigger, I knew that I had to take it outside. So growing outside gives several advantages, right? You have the power of the sun illuminating your setup, and it won't actually consume any electricity. So I built a simple frame out of PVC pipe that would actually house a growing area on the very top and a tank at the very bottom. And we would use these fountain pumps that you can get from Home Depot to raise the water up to the top of the frame, where it would then drip down into our growing systems. So we actually experimented with a few different layouts for the plant systems outside. We had a vertical planting system where we would have all these pipe adapters that had the net pots in them. We also had a trough that we had rigged up with a bell siphon in order to do a kind of flood and drain type of system. And finally, we just simply had a drip system where we would deliver nutrient solution right to the root zone. And this we did for tomatoes. And it grew really well, as you can see. So the system was actually working really well. We had quite a bunch of good harvests from the system, but it just got a little bit too cramped in there, and it got to the point where it was difficult to plant and remove the plants for harvest. So what we needed to do was to actually increase the working area around the plants, and for that I needed to build a larger greenhouse. So what we did with the greenhouse was to first look online and look for a few different designs, and this one here is known as a hoop house, and what it's based on is a frame, a wooden frame in the bottom. We would then stretch these pipes around the top to form a hoop and stretch the greenhouse plastic over it. So inside the greenhouse we've actually built the same vertical hydroponics structures that we've seen before, and right now they're all occupied almost completely with strawberries, but you can see a few lettuce and some green onion up there too. On the left we have 2 other reservoirs. Here on the left is a blueberry station, and these 2 Dutch buckets are tomatoes and some raspberry. Here we have the tub. You can see the roots already starting to form, and this has only been...
that looks cool, Daddy.
Yeah, it's only been about a week. So once the roots actually get to a good length, we can then transfer them up to the top here. So some more details about how I automated the greenhouse. In this box here, I've actually got a Raspberry Pi system. On the Raspberry Pi itself, I've got a software installed known as Mycodo. For example, these red and black lines are actually the water level sensors, and when the water level in each of these reservoirs gets low, the software actually triggers the solenoids to fill the water tanks. So what this allows me to do is to have all these 3 tanks be completely automated in terms of their filling, refilling, the nutrient dosage, and controlling the acidity and alkalinity of the solutions inside. And it's all thanks to that software I mentioned earlier, Mycodo. Please check it out.